Okay, this is just checking this is working. Okay, this is my video diary. This is now Gillian's now in a secure unit hospital in Aylesbury. I've just been to go and see her. I was quite shocked by what I saw when I got there. I haven't been on a secure unit before. I was quite shocked at what I saw. The care workers were walking around, sort of lounging around is the word to describe it. Didn't really seem to be interacting at all with the young people and the patients. They were Afro-Caribbean, not that that plays any part in it, but their English wasn't very good. So I don't know whether the young people found them approachable or not. As I said, in the whole time I was there I didn't see one of the care workers talk to the young people. Jill was in a pretty bad way when I met her. She was quite emotional, bit of a state. I think by me being there it relaxed her and calmed her down slightly, but she was still talking a lot about suicide. She was talking about the different ways that she wanted to kill herself. She was showing a room with two other women, both of which were smoking in the ward, although they'd been told not to, and Jill's a non-smoker, so she had to lie in a room which was pretty cold. They didn't give her enough blankets. She had to lie in a room with smoke in it, and I don't think this day and age that's acceptable really in a hospital. There was no attention to her whatsoever the whole time I was there. They'd only just given her some medication which wasn't the medication she needed. And according to them there was no care plan in place. I know that she'd only got there in the early hours of this morning, but apparently they can go a week or at least 3 or 4 days without even being seen by a doctor. So you're relying really, you're putting the hands of the mental health of that person is being put in the hands of a group of care workers who, at surface level, appear to have no compassion, no training or anything. The hospital was very, very shabby. There wasn't really anywhere to go and sit down that wasn't full of loud music or smoke. There was a very, very large smoking room, which again was full of smoke. There was a lounge area, but apparently the staff hold staff meetings, which are obviously private, for most of the day or most of the morning in this area, which means the young people and the other patients can't go in there. So other than lying in her bedroom, which was a smoky room, or sitting outside, there was very little place for Jill to actually, or us to actually go and talk. The TV room, they had a TV room, but obviously when someone's in there watching telly you can't go in and talk. So all in all, it was pretty shocking for me, and I don't think I could cope in that situation as I am at the moment, fairly sane, let alone how I could cope in that situation if I was very unstable, possibly suicidal. Jill's not under section, but they've basically said that if she tries to leave they may well section her, but I'm not convinced by the care level I've seen, and I'm not convinced that that she wouldn't be able to kill herself or leave the hospital if she really wanted to. She's made it clear that she could do that, and she's sort of smarter than them. In terms of her mood, she seemed, although she was very down, she was very damning of the place and the people, but she seemed to be objective and very judgmental, very compos mentis really, and that comforted me somewhat. So we've decided that she will stay there for a few days, and then she might consider coming to the Warmford, which is a nearby psychiatric hospital, and be a resident there. So time will tell. In terms of my mood, I'm feeling better today now I've had some sleep, but I must admit it's starting to get to me a bit, and when I get in I feel like I don't want to have to do chores, I don't want to have to do anything, I just want to sleep, because it does take a lot out of me when I'm with her. But we will see what tomorrow brings, and see if her mood's increased. End of diary.